As leaders, it starts with you. As leaders, it starts with getting yourself comfortable with where you need to be and the tools that are available to you. And all of that starts with mindset, like so many other things. The truth is that regardless of how you feel about it, everything is changing. And everything is changing incredibly rapidly. And that is not going to slow down. That's going to continue to be the case for as far as we can see, and maybe forever. You have to be okay with that. You have to not only accept that, but embrace it. And the way that I think about this is that in a time where everything is in stasis and everything is steady, anyone can perform reasonably well. Most people can perform reasonably well. In a time where everything is chaotic, that's when you really get to see how good you are. That's when you really get to differentiate yourself and your company and your team from everybody else. I think about it as learning to dance through the fire. So everything is burning down for good and bad consequences. If you can learn to dance through that, then you're going to come out on top. Because the reality is that some people, none of us know the path that's ahead of us. None of us know what the next 5, 10 years are going to look like. However much Sam Altman tells you he does, he doesn't. Because these tools are unpredictable. This is not like software development. This is a completely different kettle of fish. But some people are going to walk that path with real confidence, and other people are going to tiptoe behind them and see what they do. And I would encourage you to not be a tiptoer. I would encourage you to, yes, assess the risks, see what's going on around you, be smart, but walk with confidence, learn to dance through the fire. What does that actually mean, though? So the biggest mistake that I see a lot of leaders make when it comes to learning AI is they try to learn AI. It's too big. There's too much of it. It's moving too fast. There's new things coming out every day. You cannot learn AI. You will drown. So instead of doing that, Martin, actually, you touched on this just earlier, pick a really specific use case. Pick something that's a real constraint for your business, or pick something that would make a huge difference to your business if you could fix it or improve it or enhance it, and focus there and go really deep on that thing. So if you're running a commercial business, maybe lead generation is the big constraint for you in a challenging economy. Or if you run a service-based business, maybe getting people out to get to know the families that you're serving is the constraint that you're facing. Pick that thing and go as deep as you can. Find tools, find methods that you can use that will help you with that. Because what will happen is not only will you be exploring a complex topic within a framework that you already know really well, you'll also be, almost subconsciously, developing sort of foundational knowledge that you can then apply to the next use case and the next use case and the next use case. So the first thing I'd ask is, where is the biggest constraint in your business? And then start to think about how you can use technology to address that. And then don't start by trying to build your own agents and trying to build your own AI models. Start from wherever you are. So if you're not regularly using AI in the work that you do right now, just start using it. Just pick an LLM, pick ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, doesn't matter which one. Just start using it. Start asking it questions, start asking it for input, learn how to prompt properly. I was going to include a bit on prompt engineering in this talk, but it's too short a period of time. It's probably too big a topic. But there's lots of resources out there. And just start using it, get comfortable with it. And then once you're getting quite comfortable with it, start customizing it, start tailoring it to your needs. So I'm a big fan of custom GPTs. You can create custom copilots and different versions of this in different platforms. But you can, in a world where generalist knowledge is available to everybody, yes, the quality of questions that you ask of that generalist is really important, but also your ability to then specialize that knowledge and go deeper with that knowledge is really key as well. So one of the things I did at the beginning of my journey into AI is I created a board of GPTs. I created a COO, a CFO, a chief marketing officer, a chair, a whole bunch of different ones. And I have that for each business that I run. And every month I have a board meeting with them. And I create a report of what's happened the month before, and I give it an insight into my plan for the coming month, or I'll do it for the quarter or for the year. And I'll ask it for feedback, and I'll ask it to challenge my assumptions and ask me questions and give me different perspectives. And look, I don't take most of what it says on board. I ignore 80% of it, but the 20% that I listen to shows me blind spots, it gives me different perspectives. It's been really powerful and really useful. And then I'll go for it for stuff like, I can't be bothered to write adverts for this thing, can you do it please? So you can use it for that as well. And then once you've got comfortable with that customization, then you can load up Replit and Lovable and start vibe coding stuff, create your own agents. Agents, by the way, are just automations. People are just calling them agents because it's better from a marketing point of view. Then you can get into that stuff, but don't try and start there. Scale up your own knowledge. And the cool thing about the tools that we have now is that AI will teach you how to use AI. All you got to do is ask it, and you've got to give it enough context. One of the custom GPTs I've created is an AI tutor. So if I ever want to do anything new with technology, I'll go and ask it. I'll go and ask it which tools I need, how to do it, walk me through it step by step. Imagine I've got the technical capacity of a 15-year-old, which is about right, probably giving myself a bit too much credit there. And it will teach you how to do it. And yes, automation is just as useful, and we ignore automation in our conversation about AI quite a lot, but automation is just as useful and probably where you'll get a lot of initial value, so don't forget about that.